Why do y'all keep disappointing us? Black men specifically, why do y'all keep disappointing us? Someone sent me this video, and it's like a 20-minute video of these two men just completely invalidating women for what? This specific portion is a TikTok of me explaining why men should stop calling women females. It's so unfortunate that I have to single out specifically black men because y'all seem to be at the forefront of this debate trying to defend your right to call women females for some reason. How hard is it to just respect women? Imagine someone comes up to you and says, hey, that's really offensive to me. Can you stop calling me that? And your response is, actually, no, you're wrong. That's not offensive. And I'm going to keep doing it because I don't care about how you feel. Aren't y'all supposed to like women? Like, I really don't understand why you fight so hard to be offensive. Just because something is not offensive to you because you are not part of that marginalized group doesn't mean it's not offensive to the people who are actually affected by it. Not to mention the transphobic nature of the argument. Not all women are biological females. Not all biological females are women. I'm not even going to explain it further than that. I'm just going to let you sit with it and see if you can understand. Why is it that it seems as though so many men are truly incapable of just basic empathy, simply caring about other people's feelings, especially the people you are supposed to love and protect the most, apparently. And this whole video is just gaslighting and telling women that they're making a big deal out of nothing. So I really wouldn't be surprised if the exact same thing happens in response to this video. Just because something doesn't affect you doesn't mean it doesn't affect other people who have multiple intersecting identities and multiple marginalized groups. They really spent like 5 minutes trying to pick apart why they should be able to call women females and that women are just overreacting and just so emotional for no reason. And did the same thing to other women for 20 minutes. Sad. One last thing, and this is just a quick tip for the men who call women females. I can't speak for all women, but for most of us, when we hear y'all call us females, it doesn't make us cry at night. Like, it doesn't hurt us in the depths of our soul. We just make a mental note. And some of us are understanding and we're like, you know what, maybe it's just a habit for him. Let me tell him and see what he says. I've had interactions like that where a man has called me a female and I'm like, hey, can you just like call us women? And I explain why and they're like, oh damn, my bad. I didn't really see it that way. I'm gonna stop. And then they stop. We're cool. But it's the men like this who fight it, who really want to call women females and they do stuff like this and just say that we're overreacting. Those are the types of men we typically tend to stay away from.
Okay, so I took the liberty of watching her video, and I'm gonna start off by saying the definition of a female is the sex that can bear offspring, which is you. All women, females, like 90% of females can produce offspring. I pulled that number out my ass, and I'm pretty sure it's damn near correct. Okay, this is what the dumb ass said. Not all women are biological females. Then she targeted all black men. Nobody cares. We don't care. I know black women who do not care. I come from a family of majority women. I call them females. They do not care. Nobody gives a fuck but you and 15 people. The fuck. And them spending the video invalidating women, you wouldn't be invalidated if you had valid points. How hard is it to respect women? Females like you? Very. And now she introduced a hypothetical. Imagine someone comes up to you and says that's offensive. I've been calling females since I was like 7. I've met hundreds of thousands of people from Texas all the way to the other side of Georgia, Chicago. I've been the whole South. Never had a problem out of it. I've met thousands more people than you. Thousands. You've probably met 100 people. Pretty sure you're probably on the West Coast. You know, this is a West Coast problem in my brain, because on the East, we don't give a fuck about that. Neither do the women. And it's not offensive to anybody but you, and I'm pretty sure you got like 100 likes, so you and 100 people. And aren't you supposed to like women? What does that have to do with your point? You saying niggas don't like women because they call women females? What? Imagine. And you went out of your way to say marginalized group. I got it wrote down right here. It says marginalized group. You said the shit twice. You call yourself a marginalized group. Congratulations. You and 1,000 people are marginalized because of you saying you're marginalized. You weren't marginalized before, but now you are. and it's transphobic in nature. And men are incapable of basic empathy because you got called a female and you don't want to get called a female. That makes us incapable of empathy. Are you stupid? And this is the long one. Men don't care of others. Well, it's like the same thing. Don't care of others' feelings, especially the people you're supposed to love the most. Who? This isn't a black woman's problem. So, and you're targeting black men. Why didn't you make this video about being called a bitch? Which probably what you are. But why didn't you make this video about being called a bitch? Like, if you did that, you would have had a point. You would have had a point. You would have some proof, to come behind it. You would have had people agreeing, like, yeah, you're right. Maybe we shouldn't call females bitches. But you chose one of the most common words in the world. You are literally not. You're not in the 1%. You're not in the 0.1%. You are in the 0.0000001% of who gives a fuck about that. And in these videos that the agent and Lo watch, women overreact. Y'all overreact a lot. I've dated enough women. I come from a female family. I've been around enough females. Y'all overreact. It's just how it is. Get over yourself. And she's talking about a quick tip. I ain't even write the rest of the tip. She said some nonsense, and then she talking about a guy called her a female, and she explained why he couldn't call her a female, and he was like, "Oh shit, my bad. I won't say it again. I'll take things that didn't happen for $1,000." What niggas gonna say? Wait, what? Females don't like being called females? Explain to me why. Why? What? You don't like being called a female because you cannot bear children, or you're not a biological female? No nigga has ever. That didn't happen. That didn't happen. You made that up. You made that up. There's no fucking way that happened. Unless you're on the West Coast in the pious neighborhood on the West Coast, that did not happen. I promise you that did not happen. Or it wasn't no black man. I need video proof of you doing that. Or you're fucking lying. I don't believe that. I've met more people than you. I can bet my life on that. I can bet my life on that. I've met more people than you from both sides. That did not happen. Nobody thinks like this. This isn't an issue. This is not an issue in America. This is not an issue. Focus on issues, please. We don't need to move towards things that aren't a problem for anybody but a very small group. I'm in this room right now. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 chairs. That's probably how many people have a problem with being called a female. 14 people. You and 13 other people give a fuck. And then you got the niggas in the comments. You are right. Oh my God, men, blah, 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 blah. Nigga talking down on their own fucking gender. Who agrees with you? Those can't be real people agreeing with you. They can't. They don't. You live in a bubble. You don't live in the real world, my nigga. You don't live in the real world. If you got a problem being called a female, you are not an adult. I gotta turn that up. You are not an adult. You don't live in an adult world. You don't have a job. You don't have a life. You don't have fucking friends, my nigga. I doubt you have friends. You probably don't have a job. You have to be in high school. There's no way an adult is out here saying, I don't like being called a female. I don't like that. I do not like that. I said I don't like that. Don't call me no female. Don't call me no female. I don't like being called a female. Who says I can reproduce offspring? Who says I can who says I got eggs? Nigga, what? There's no adult that think that's a problem. I come from a family of females. I call them females to their face. I say y'all females be tripping to their face. I've never heard one of them say, don't call me no female. This is a you problem, bro. You marginalize yourself. Congratulations, you're a fucking idiot.